By the time you reach 65, your body has already undergone changes that you might not even notice, and one of the most significant of these is a reduction in blood flow to your brain and eyes. According to data from the Journal of Cerebral Blood Flow and Metabolism, adults can lose up to 20% of cerebral blood flow by this age, and even more to the retina. This is not theory, it is hard scientific data showing that circulation declines with age, and this directly impacts the efficiency of your neurons and the health of your retinal cells. When blood flow slows, your brain doesn't fire as efficiently, and your retina doesn't receive the nutrients it needs to stay sharp. You may notice this as forgetfulness, difficulty recalling names, needing to squint to read small print, or waking up feeling foggy, as though your brain never really rested. Many people dismiss these changes as simply part of getting older, but the truth is that this decline is not inevitable, and it is not irreversible. In fact, your brain and eyes remain active even while you sleep. They do not shut down. They switch into repair and recovery mode. During sleep, your brain clears out toxins and waste, restores critical neural signals, regenerates tissue, and strengthens connections. Your retina, one of the most metabolically active tissues in the body, is also hard at work, repairing cells, recalibrating light-sensitive proteins, and maintaining visual clarity. However, all of this natural repair can only happen if your body has the raw materials it needs. Without them, the process is incomplete. The good news is that you don't need prescription medications, expensive supplements, or complicated routines. You just need the right nutrition, and surprisingly, a handful of the right dry fruits each night can make a meaningful difference. Let's start with figs. Figs are an ancient fruit, cherished for their medicinal properties for thousands of years. They are sweet, chewy, and packed with nutrients that benefit both the brain and the eyes. Inside every dried fig, you'll find magnesium, potassium, polyphenol, and a unique fiber called phycin. These compounds quietly work overnight, supporting neural health and retinal function. A 2020 study published in the Journal of Food Biochemistry found that fig extracts protect brain cells from oxidative stress by increasing key antioxidants like glutathione and superoxide dismutase. Oxidative stress and inflammation are major drivers of cognitive decline, memory loss, and age-related vision deterioration. Figs, therefore, act both as a shield and a restorative agent for your brain. But figs do not just protect, they help rebuild. Research published in Nutritional Neuroscience in 2018 demonstrated that aged rats fed a fig-enriched diet performed significantly better on memory tests, with higher hippocampal activity, which is critical for memory formation. In other words, figs enhance synaptic plasticity, the brain's ability to form new neural connections, essentially helping your brain reconnect while you sleep. The retina also benefits, as it consumes nutrients rapidly even at night to maintain optimal vision. Figs provide anthocyanins and natural sugars that help regenerate photoreceptor cells and improve microcirculation to the optic nerve. A 2021 clinical review in the Journal of Medicinal Plants concluded that figs help slow retinal degeneration by enhancing blood vessel elasticity and reducing glycation, a process that damages eye tissue over time. In practical terms, one of my 68-year-old patients who struggled with dry eyes and morning brain fog noticed a remarkable improvement within weeks after adding just 2 dried figs to her nightly routine. Importantly, figs contain natural sugar, but when eaten alongside protein or nut butter, they help stabilize blood sugar, promote faster sleep, and fuel the brain's overnight repair processes. The recommendation is to choose soft, organic, unsulfured dried figs, consume 2 to 3 about an hour before bedtime, either alone or paired with a few almonds or a slice of cheese, and avoid fig-based candies or jams, which do not provide the same restorative nutrients. Next, let's talk about raisins. Small, wrinkled, and sweet, most people think of them as a snack for children or a topping for oatmeal, but raisins are a concentrated source of neuroprotective compounds and vision-supporting nutrients, particularly important after the age of 60. During sleep, the retina undergoes intense metabolic activity, repairing photoreceptor cells and recalibrating light-sensitive proteins that allow us to see clearly in dim light. This requires a constant supply of antioxidants, polyphenol, and trace minerals, and raisins deliver precisely that. A 2019 study published in the Journal of Functional Foods found that black raisins contain high levels of quercetin and resveratrol, compounds that protect retinal cells from oxidative stress and reduce inflammation in retinal blood vessels. Chronic microinflammation in the capillaries of the eye is a silent contributor to age-related vision decline. Raisins also provide boron and iron, which play a key role in oxygenating neural tissue, including the retina and optic nerve. Adequate iron from plant-based sources helps maintain mitochondrial energy in retinal pigment epithelial cells, which is essential for maintaining sharpness and contrast in vision. Beyond eye health, resveratrol supports hippocampal function and cerebral blood flow. A 2017 study in Frontiers in Aging Neuroscience showed that older adults who consumed resveratrol daily performed better on spatial memory tests and had lower markers of brain inflammation. Unlike fresh grapes, raisins are naturally dehydrated, which concentrates their polyphenol. A small handful of raisins delivers 3 to 4 times the antioxidant capacity of the same volume of grapes. Because they are rich in glucose and fructose, they provide nocturnal energy for the brain without spiking blood sugar, especially when paired with protein or healthy fat. For optimal benefits, take 1 tablespoon of dark, organic, unsweetened raisins about 30 minutes before bedtime, avoiding those with added oils or preservatives. Pairing them with nuts or yogurt can slow sugar absorption and enhance nutrient delivery. Now, let's discuss dates. Soft, sweet, and familiar, dates are not only comforting but also highly beneficial for memory and cognitive function. They are rich in glucose, potassium, polyphenol, and a compound called beta-glucan, which enhances synaptic transmission and reduces neural inflammation. Research from 2016, published in Neural Regeneration Research, demonstrated that date extract restored memory performance in aging rats exposed to oxidative brain damage. Rats that consumed dates had significantly higher acetylcholine levels, a neurotransmitter critical for memory retention and mental clarity. This is particularly important for adults over 60, as acetylcholine production naturally declines, leading to slower information processing, difficulty recalling names, and challenges with familiar tasks. Dates also support night vision thanks to their vitamin A content and carotenoids, which aid in regenerating rhodopsin, the light-sensitive pigment in the retina. One of my patients, a 73-year-old woman, struggled with forgetfulness and poor night vision, limiting her ability to drive at night. After adding 2 dates and a few pumpkin seeds to her nightly routine, her memory improved and her night vision became noticeably sharper within 6 weeks. For best results, consume 1 or 2 plain dates before bed, optionally with seeds or yogurt to slow glucose absorption and maximize nutrient delivery. Finally, dried apricots. These golden fruits are more than a healthy snack, they act as a protective shield for your brain and eyes. Both organs are protected by specialized barriers, the blood-brain barrier and the blood-retinal barrier, that regulate what enters and what stays out. After 60, these barriers weaken, allowing oxidative stress, toxins, and inflammatory proteins to penetrate, which can lead to cognitive fog and vision loss. Dried apricots are rich in beta-carotene, a potent antioxidant that converts to vitamin A, essential for retinal integrity, neurogenesis, and immune protection in the central nervous system. A 2019 study in molecular nutrition and food research demonstrated that beta-carotene reduces permeability in the blood-brain barrier, preventing inflammatory cytokines from damaging brain tissue. For the eyes, vitamin A, lutein, and zeaxanthin strengthen the blood-retinal barrier, reducing the risk of macular degeneration and diabetic retinopathy. Apricots also contain vitamin E, iron, and copper, which support oxygen delivery to the optic nerve and maintain the energy demands of retinal ganglion cells, crucial for sharp, contrast-rich vision. Additionally, the chlorogenic acid in apricots supports glucose metabolism in the brain, providing fuel for neurons during overnight repair without causing blood sugar spikes. To use them, eat 2 to 3 pieces of organic, unsweetened dried apricots about an hour before bed, optionally paired with a teaspoon of almond butter or sunflower seeds to improve absorption of fat-soluble nutrients. To make this simple and sustainable, create a nightly ritual. You don't need to eat all 4 fruits at once. Rotating them throughout the week ensures variety and keeps the routine enjoyable. For example, Night 1, figs and raisins. Night 2, dates and apricots. Night 3, figs and dates. Night 4, raisins and apricots. For each snack, eat in moderation. 2 figs, 1 tablespoon of raisins, 1 to 2 dates, or 2 to 3 dried apricots. Pair them with a few almonds, a teaspoon of nut butter, or a small slice of cheese to slow sugar release and improve nutrient absorption. You can drink a small glass of water if necessary, but avoid excess liquids that might disrupt sleep. This ritual is not about calorie counting or strict rules. It is about giving your brain and eyes what they need during the most important repair period, sleep. Try it consistently for a week and pay attention to your clarity of thought, how your eyes adjust to light, and how alert you feel in the morning. The science is clear. Your brain and eyes have an incredible ability to repair themselves even after 60. All they need is consistent support with antioxidants, polyphenol, natural sugars, and essential micronutrients, all of which are found in these 4 dry fruits. By including them nightly, you provide your neurons and retinal cells with the tools they need to rebuild, repair, and maintain function. It's not about doing more, it's about doing the right thing consistently. Just a handful of figs, raisins, dates, or apricots paired with a small source of protein or healthy fat is enough to nourish your brain and eyes overnight. You've reached the end of this message, and that shows something powerful. You care about your health, your brain, your vision, and staying sharp, focused, and independent. You deserve mornings without mental fog, nights of restful sleep, and years of vitality ahead. Tonight, reach for 2 dried figs or a few golden apricots. Pair them with a teaspoon of nut butter or 5 almonds. Chew slowly, and let your body know that it is time to repair and recover. Repeat this ritual nightly, and you are truly feeding your memory, your retinal cells, and your confidence that health is still within reach. Many seniors who have followed this simple routine report feeling sharper, calmer, and clearer after just 7 days. Your brain still knows how to heal, and your eyes still want to see. The only thing they need is the right fuel before bedtime. Sleep well tonight, wake up alert and bright, and know that your best years are still ahead.